Greetings and welcome to Elden Ring Requiem, the series where I take on player-submitted builds and optimize them to the best of my abilities. The process will consist of me taking a player's build from the Requiem video comments or from the Requiem workshop in my community Discord. I will then go over the build and showcase its strengths and weaknesses. Then I will optimize it and show off the upgraded version in PvP. So if this interests you and you want me to take a crack at your build, or you have any tips on how I can optimize better, feel free to let me know in the comments. Or again, join my community Discord, link in the description. All this said, have a good one and enjoy. Greetings and welcome back to Requiem. The build we're taking a look at today comes from this epic lad, Lord Sun, a very good friend of the channel. So let us begin. Alrighty, for a build overview, this is meant to be a pure caster intelligence build, utilizing sorceries that conjure weaponry. For weapons / casting tool, we have the Carrion Regal Scepter, which has a pretty fine S scaling in intelligence for our casting, as well as it does boost all full moon sorceries. So overall, a pretty nice staff, not the best I'd say, but overall pretty cool. For the Elden Bling, we have the Black Wolf Mask, Perceptor's Chest, Blide's Gauntlets, and Perceptor's Trousers. And overall, looks pretty cool for a pure caster, mage, warrior type deal. For talismans, we have the Stargazer Heirloom, raises intelligence by 5, the Moon of Nocstella increases memory slots, allowing us to have more sorceries equipped. Radagon Icon, which shortens spellcast time, although not by a huge amount if you don't have around like 40 dex, and that way you're not going to see too much of an incredible increase. And then lastly, the Dragon Crest Shield Talisman, which is just the very base form, so the weakest form, but it still does boost physical damage negation. Alright, for sorceries themselves, we have a Duelist Moonblade, which is a super good sorcery, as it of course has a giant sword. It swipes, does frostbite damage, as well as a frostbite projectile, so even if people roll away from you, it's a nice roll catch if they don't time it well. Next, we have the Carrion Slicer, super solid for close range combat as it attacks fast, does high amount of damage, and does not cost much FP. Next, we have the Gavel of Haima, pretty solid if you want to trade into it, as it gives you a decent amount of hyper armor, always does stun the enemy, pancaking them on the ground, so it's pretty neat for trades indeed. Next, we have Loretta's Mastery, the 4-shot bow that does charge up and get even stronger. Pretty decent, but very reactable, so not the best ranged sorcery, but still pretty alright. Can hit pretty hard if all do land indubitably. Next, we have the Great Blade Fenlix, just like any other Fenlix, except for it does lots of damage if it does land, so overall not too bad. Good combination with other spells like long range and or short range. You could pop these and then go into combat with, say, the Slicer, and it should work out decently well. Another similar type sorcery, we have the Magic Glint Blade, very good if you just spam a bunch of them and then go in on the offensive. Very solid indeed. Can be used to cover you while you activate something like Terra Magica. Overall, pretty nice, indubitably. Next, we have Carrion Greatsword, similar to a Duela's, except for no ice, so no projectile or anything like that. But other than that, exactly the same. Next, we have Carrion Retaliation, very similar to the shield. It's just a parry. You parry anything magical, it'll give you more magic daggers. And then next, we have Carrion Fenlix, which is just the same thing, but a bunch of mini daggers instead of 3 big ones. And then lastly, Loretta's Great Bow, similar to Loretta's Mastery, except for it just shoots 1. Wow. Alrighty, for the stats, we have 55 Vigor, 28 Mind, 30 Endurance, 23 Strength, 18 Dexterity, 78 Intelligence, 14 Faith, and I poured the rest, 73 of an Arcane, as I'm level 235, and the original build is 161. Alrighty, but yes, this is the original build. Overall, it looks pretty cool. The stat spread is looking pretty nice. The sorceries are pretty cool. Overall, decently viable, indubitably. I'll see what I can do with it. So, let us take it into the Forge and see what we get. Indubitably. Yeet.
これがレクイエムだ。
And here we are, Requiem. For our new weapons, I switched out the Regal Scepter for the Lieutenant's Glintstone Staff, which has the special benefit of increasing the attack power of all sorceries but consumes additional FP. The FP it consumes isn't a whole lot where it makes a big difference. Next, we have the Carrion Glintstone Staff, which has a special bonus of enhancing Carrion Sword sorceries. So I'll have this in my offhand to get its effect, maximizing our casting damage. And for the Elden Bling, I just have the full Blide set, as well as, of course, Blide's head, the Black Wolf Mask, to go with a much more battle-ready, armored defense-based look. And for talismans, I have the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman, which will boost our physical damage negation and upgrade the max of the previous version. The Magic Scorpion Charm, which raises the attack power of all magic, so all of our sorceries. It does lower our physical damage negation, but that's what the Great Shield Talisman's for. And then lastly, the Graven Mask Talisman and the Graven School Talisman both raise the attack power of our sorceries. The Graven Mass greatly, and the School raises it slightly. So ultimately, you could change out this last one for anything else, more defenses, more whatever you want really, more spell slots, all that good stuff. But for now, just leaving it as a School Talisman to get a little bit of extra damage. For sorceries, we have Miriam's Vanishing, super solid for combo potential as well as evasion, as it forces the enemy to unlock on you, which is pretty damn good. You can teleport behind them and then, go to cast a sorcery and do that damage. It did get nerfed within the most recent patch, but it's still pretty damn solid, I'd say. And then next, as you've seen, we still have Adula's Moonblade, as well as the Slicer. Switched out one of the other sorceries for the Carrion Piercer, as the Piercer is very nice, has good range. It does have a charge variant you have to use. And of course, just spam the normal variant, which is pretty damn solid. Gives you a decent amount of hyper armor, and always usually poise breaks the enemy. And then lastly, keeping the Carrion Phalanx and the Gavel of Haima for those mighty trades, indubitably. Alrighty, for these stats, on my level 230 account, which is the account I do this all, so maximized, I have 60 Vigor, the soft cap for Vigor, 60 Mind, soft cap for Mind, 50 Endurance, soft cap for Endurance, minimum Strength, Dexterity, Faith, and Arcane, and 70, or rather 97 Intelligence. Alternatively, you could sacrifice a bit of Endurance to get up to 99, but you don't have to. And then for maximizing for Rune level 150, I have 60 Vigor, 30 Mind, 25 Endurance, minimum Strength, Dexterity, Faith, and Arcane, and 67 Intelligence. And when optimizing for Rune level 200, 60 Vigor, 50 Mind, 32 Endurance, minimum Strength, Dexterity, Faith, and Arcane, and 90 Intelligence. And if you want to either try a similar build like this or experiment without spending a single level tier, you can always check out my infinite level tier infinite build method, link in the description below to that video. Alrighty, yes, this is Requiem. I shall now take it into the Colosseum for some PvP. Enjoy the fights. Alrighty, what haveth we? Ooh, Death Knight Axe Warrior. Let us duel. He's getting buffed up, getting our lightning damage. Let us duel. No, you. Poke. Jerk. I wonder if I can Gavel of Haima this. Yeah. The hyper armor is true. GG's. Alright, next up. Is that a sorcery dude ski man? Hello there. Let us duel. Let us commence in great combat. Let us duel. Magic teleport into blade. Will he get hit by the chip? He did. Let's go. Do it again. Bad trade. Will he panic roll into it? He did. Jeez. It's so good on the projectile for catching people just panic rolling. I love it. GG's. Definitely gotta roll into it, never away. Alright, next up. It's a Dragon Man! Hello there, Dragon Man. How do you do this fine evening? With a Beast Claw. It's a Beast Dragon Man. Ready to commence in great combat. Let us duel. Yes. Let us commence in epic combat. Oh. Little catch, little poke. Little pokey action. Little Gavel of Haima, maybe. Ouch. Not going anywhere near that, my friend. Let's put some of this on. Go for a little gavel action. Oh, I thought I got pasted. I guess not. Bad trade. Not totally. Don't want to get hit by that. Ooh, will I get hit by another chip? Seems to underestimate the power of the Wyatt. Let's hit him with some slice action, maybe. Oh wait, some heals, perhaps? Ouch. That's much more of a longer hitbox than I figured. Oh, he went into it! GG's! GG's, man. GG's. That was a pretty cool finish. Thrust into thrust. I meet thee indubitably. Alrighty, next up we have ourselves. Ooh. Power stance in the new cleavers. Hello there. Let us duel. That just be epic sauce. Yes. Let us duel. So I believe those give off a tiny bit of healing on hit. With the extra war or not, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll see, I guess. No! I had to master Miriam's Vanishing to get a good distance. No! It's not doing a whole lot of damage, though, so I'm making some mistakes, but I'm not paying for it, I guess. Damn it! Keeps knocking me out of it. Not giving me as much poise as I want. I guess I could just go for some slicer action. Let's put these on first. And get some, maybe some slicer, some piercer and slicer action. Ouch. Get over here, damn it. Face me, coward. Ooh, that's damage. We can bring it back. Nothing is impossible. Panic rolling. Let's go! GG's! That was so close. Oh my god. Yeah, I always imagine these have a little more hyper armor than I usually think, but no, really just the Gavel of Haima, plus only have 60 poise. Alright, next up. Oh, we have a fellow wizard man, Dudeski. Hello there. Let us commence in great wizardry combat. Terra Magica, why I never. Oh, that just hits. Damn. I will outpace it. Catch out of that. Oh, yeah, no bigger, huh? And roll catch. Alright, GG's. God damn it. My god. Alright, next up. Oh, dear god, it's a full beast man with Rakshasa. He's gonna be doing that damage. Hello there, let us duel. Surprised I could voice through some of that. Poke. Galov Haima. Bad trade. Yep, there it is. Oh, he didn't roll out of it. Yikes above. Let's get some slicer action, perhaps. There it is. GG's. GG's, Beast Man. I'm sure you would have done that. Damn village. Alrighty. Next up. Ooh, Black Knight Man. Hello there. A little bit of a sorcerer as well, it seemeth. Let's duel. Dear God. Let's go. Nah, I ain't going near you. Just kidding. I poked him out of it. Poke. That won't reach. I too have some blades among us. A little bit of a panic roll. H. A little bit of a pokey. A little bit of a gavel of Haima. Oh. A little bit of a gavel of Haima again. Oh, jeez. I really got his toesies with that. God damn. That's it's quite the range. What the? Oh. Ice versus fire, indeed. Will we keep spamming? I guess so. Oh my god. All right. He did not adapt and overcome, it seems. All right. Next up. What is this? The Beastman build. Probably gonna buy that. That delay is unfortunate. Bad trade for me, kinda. Oh, that was rough timing. Follow up. Gavel of Haima. Oh, it took me out of it again. Oh, barely chipped him. GG's, man. Doing a lot of damage there. GG's. Alright. Next up. Ooh, Sorcery Knife Man. Hello there. Let us duel. I'm gonna run really close and then finish. Nope, I guess not. I'm gonna get immediately hit off. Understandable. Ooh, that's damage. Oh, I accidentally rolled into that. Don't worry, it's all good. We always have a slicer on standby. GG's. That was almost a very fatal mistake. I have, what's it? 16 HP. Very nice. Very nice indeed. GG's. Alrighty, and that is it for this episode of Requiem. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Lord Sun, for your build and allowing me to optimize and experiment with it. If you have a build you would like me to optimize, feel free to leave it in the comments below or join the link in the description, join my community Discord, and put it in the Requiem workshop. As well as feel free to join my server for any upcoming fight clubs, events, and all that cool stuff. Yep, all is said, I hope you enjoyed, have a good one, and peace.